everybody. Fight week continues here for Ring 3 in Times Square. Yesterday, it was the grand arrivals. Tomorrow, it's the press conference. Today, it's the open workouts. Let's see if these guys put on a little show for us. You can see what they got, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the open workouts to get rolling right now. So let's get rocking live on DAZN.
Let's welcome Reito Tutsumi.
Well, you heard the accolades there from Thomas Triber. A fantastic amateur career for Tutsumi. Wade, from what you've seen, how successful do you think his style will translate to the professional level?
I think he got a real wake-up call in that first fight versus LaVale Whittington. That was live in Times Square. We all watched it on the card that maybe we'd like to forget from everybody else. But his fight against LaVale was a perfect start to a pro career. Not because he got the win, but because he got tested early. I think that's so important for fighters, and that's what we've seen so far.
Let's welcome David Morrell.
A lot of these Cuban fighters, they have that pedigree, they have that slickness, that sniper style. Most of them southpaws, like you see David Morrell here. But Morrell and plenty other Cubans, like Andy Cruz, they want to be entertainers. They want to go for the knockout. They're so naturally gifted, but now they're going with the power foot, the power first. So Morrell, you could bet that he's going to go looking for a knockout because he wants to steal the show. He has the charisma, he has the speed, he has the power, and the length. 77-inch reach. That's unheard of for a guy in this weight division. So power coming from that length, dangerous mix.
Subriel, el orgullo de Marternillo, Matias.
Yeah, that hometown curse came back and bit Matias in the butt, because that's what happens when you try to go looking for the knockout, trying to impress your fans. You forget about the boxing. Liam Paro came with the game plan, executed all the way to the end. Matias learned from that, got embarrassed for that because he was on the biggest stage, came up short in front of his Puerto Rican fans. But the power is back. That knockout ratio is back. The fact that he breaks down fighters. He doesn't go looking just for one punch. He systematically beats down fighters, and that's what we want to see from this boogeyman. I still think he has the boogeyman reputation in him. He just needs to keep the knockout streak going.
Alberto, la avispa, Puello.
He already beat a fighter with a 100% knockout ratio in Gary Antoine Russell. Now he's going to do it again.
By the way, such a massive win for Puello. I was there that night, and not many people gave him a chance in that fight. And he went and took it to Gary Antoine Russell. Again, I talked about it a second ago. I think his biggest quality is he's a winner. He finds ways to win in tough fights. It's not always pretty. It's not a fight that's always glamorous, but he finds ways to win. And I think this is going to be another one of those fights where you have a guy that's a knockout puncher in front of you. He's going to get grimy in there. It's going to get dirty, and he's going to have to find a way to win. And I think he can.
William El Camarón Zepeda.
El Camarón, which is the shrimp. Sergio, they call him that because as a kid, after long workouts in the hot sun, he would turn pink, and they said, hey, you look like a shrimp. And apparently he liked the name, and he stuck with it.
Hey, he probably loves shrimp cocktails, too, because Mexicans love shrimp cocktails. I do it myself. But this man is a swarmer, man. Look, out of all those, 5 out of 6 of his last opponents have been southpaws. That's going to work to his advantage. The fact that he's facing the elite southpaw in Shakur Stevenson. So not only the experience, the volume, the power, the conditioning, the chin, all this is on the side of a Mexican. But can the footwork, the accuracy, the IQ, the Olympic background, that's Stevenson on the hand. It's going to come down to, can he break that range? Can he find a home to get inside? And of course, dig those body shots.
Es lo que nos va a beneficiar, entonces hay que dar una buena pelea.
Well, definitely my style is going to be able to be implemented. Shakur is a fighter that will always be moving, but my punch volume is going to be the one that's going to put pressure on him, and that's going to be the key to success on Saturday.
Shakur Stevenson.
You know, there have been some great rivalries all time in boxing. Ali Frazier, Bo Holyfield, Gotti Ward, and now we've got Shakur versus Coppinger. What is going on, Mike? Every interview he seems to talk about you. You're posting memes about him. Where did this beef come from between you two?
No beef on my part, Todd. You know how it is. A lot of fighters can't take the truth. All I had said a couple of months ago when Shakur complained about not being in the main event He said, why? And I said, well, your last 2 main events, fans walked out of the fights because they were so boring. That's not an opinion, that's a fact.
Sergio, your thoughts on whose side are you on here, Shakur or Mike Coppinger?
Come on, Mike's right next to me, but I love the fact that Shakur was actually standing up for himself. So look, on this one, I'm gonna go with Stevenson. I'm sorry, Mike.
Hey, Sergio's used to losing, so.
I'm locked in. I'm ready. I'm focused. I can't wait to show out. I was made for this moment, so I can't wait to show everybody what I'm made of.
When you say you were made for this moment, you have William Zepeda, big volume fighter. Everybody talking about how the fight's going to go. Are you going to bring the fight to him? Is he going to bring the fight to you? What do you think as we stand here today, as you visualize the fight? How's it go down?
You got to wait and see. He got a big head, so I can't wait to touch his chin. But that's all that I'm focused on. I'm focused on doing my thing and coming out of there victorious.
Hamzah Sheeraz.
So Shakur Stevenson elected not to really do anything in this media workout. And here comes Hamzah Sheeraz, hands, Tate, Sergio looks like he's ready to get in there and fight right now.
Yeah, normally this is just, for the fans. You want to shadow box, you're not really hitting the mitts really hard. You're not really turning your punches. It's more of a workout, more for the press. This man means business, man. He's here to fight. I love the fact that he's taking this moment serious. He's been very classy. Yes, he has. But now he's going to have to get mean. He's going to have to get in fight mode the closer he gets to Saturday night, because that's the only question that we have about Hamzah Sheeraz coming off his last performance.
Listen, tune in and for the New York fans. It's my first one here in America. I look forward to putting on a performance for you all. Thank you very much.
There he is, folks. Give it up one more time. One half of your main event, Hamzah Sheeraz.
The chosen one, Edgar Berlanga.
Did you see how cool that Hamzah Sheeraz was, just leaning back on the ropes so lackadaisical? I feel like if you went to the zoo and you see 2 male lions in the cage, there's usually one that's just chilling and relaxed, and the other one's just pacing the cage in circles, just wanting to rip anyone's head off. I think that's what we got here. 2 big alpha lions that just approach the fight game completely differently.
Absolutely, Todd. Like you said yesterday, this is crass versus class. And I think I want to see Hamzah Sheeraz use Berlanga's aggression against him in this fight.
And sometimes the quiet lion is the dangerous lion. Like they say here in New York, bad boys move in silence and violence. Hamzah Sheeraz, man, has something up his sleeve, and I love that confident look in his eyes.
There's been some talk about you and Oscar De La Hoya getting to see each other face-to-face in person. Any words for Oscar?
Oscar De La Hoya. You. I'm going to see you tomorrow. We're going to smack the shit out of you tomorrow. So.
Okay, then. Well, let's talk about the fight itself.
Oscar.
There you go. The fight itself.
Oscar.
On Saturday, you're going to be using your hands against Hamzah Sheeraz.
Sheeraz, too.
Any last message for him?
He's a fucking Muppet.
You went with the UK one. Okay, I like that.
He's a Muppet, for sure.
What would y'all say in New York? Not Muppet. What would you say?
Oh, he's a eater.
Oh, okay, never mind. Hey, I appreciate you. Edgar Berlanga, one half of your main event. You'll see him on Saturday. Let's go.